Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for January 13th to the 19th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump into it, Virgo. Listen, Happy New Year. I know it's a little bit too late to say that, but I really still want to say that for y'all. And another thing that I want to say, Virgo, is I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to ask yourself every day this week, okay? Have I done something to feel joy today? All right. So please keep that in mind because the South Node just moved into your sign. Okay. That was just a few days ago. That was January 11th. So you're going to be changing a lot, and I want you to move toward this higher frequency. All right. And you're going to have some great changes this year. And this week is going to be very, very, very pivotal for you. Okay. We are kicking it off with one of the most potent full moons of the year. Yeah. I'm going to walk you through it and I'm going to spend more time with you, Virgo, because it is a really strong full moon. There's just so much happening and I just can't jam everything in. So we're going to walk through it. I'm going to give you a little bit of what you can expect. And then we end the week with one of the most powerful aspects of the year. Okay. And we're going to have it 3 times this year too. All right. And, I know that the 19th is when we move into Aquarius season. We're going to talk about that next week because you're going to feel the impact of that more next week. Okay. So that's going to be Sunday. And I did forget to say that in some signs. So if you are if you watch for your rising, your moon, for, someone else, just keep that in mind. All right. Now, the other thing is this is a week where you can start breathing a little bit. You can start, stretching a little bit because we are moving out of those harder aspects that we had at the beginning of January. Okay. Mars opposite Pluto, Jupiter square Saturn, a lot of that. You felt a lot of that. Also, those X-class solar flares that we had, which I talked about I talk about them in a lot of live streams. We had so many that were so strong. And so it really does affect, the Schumann's resonance and also you and people. And so we are truly, shifting and ascending, but also you could have felt drained. Virgo, you could have felt really drained the past few weeks. Okay. Your circadian rhythm could have been a little, right. So, you're going to start getting some sleep now. All right. Now, also remember Mars is retrograde in Cancer. We are going to talk about that, okay? But I want you to remember that Venus is in Pisces all week, all month. That's absolutely amazing. That's kindness, that's compassion, empathy, spirituality. You're going to be feeling this really, really strongly because remember, Saturn and Neptune are here as well. This is all in your 7th house as well as the North Node, okay? So partnerships, relationships, one-on-one relationships, legal matters, contracts, all of that on the table for you. You're seeking meaningful experiences, more meaningful experiences in your life when it comes to those themes in your life. It's got to be really strong this week, okay? Also, Mercury will be in Capricorn, and I do love this for you, Mercury in Capricorn. Remember what I said in your monthly forecast, business in the front and the back, okay? Mercury in Capricorn is no nonsense. It's in your 5th house, all right? So this is you processing, thinking, reading, writing, even speaking things in terms of what will bring me more joy. Yeah. Huge focus on true love, romance, as well as children, your children, grandchildren, family, creativity, really strong emphasis here. Okay. So I really do love this. And again, you've got Jupiter and Gemini. So a lot of this, you've got a lot of flexibility, right? You being a mutable sign as it is, but there's a lot of flexibility here for you to have these big changes. So come out on the other side, just dreaming big and make your dreams come true. To be honest, this is your 10th house we're talking about. Career, fame, public recognition, your reputation. Okay, now Monday. So Virgo, I'm in it to win it with you. All right, now Monday, full moon in Cancer, big. All right, this is January 13th. We got this wolf moon. It's gonna happen around 5:30 my time, Eastern Standard Time. So just convert that. That's New York City time, wherever you live in the world. However, it's such a strong full moon that you're going to feel it days before. It doesn't matter what sign you are. You're going to be feeling it days before. You're going to feel it up to a week, 2 weeks after. It's strong. All right. As you know, full moons illuminate, but this one will really be eye-opening for you. All right, Virgo. So full moons, as you know, are already emotional. So this is going to be more emotionally charged with the fact that Mars will be conjuncting the moon, and Mars is in Cancer. And so really think about heightened emotions around this time. Okay. So keep that in mind. The moon rules Cancer. So the moon is at home in Cancer. And so that literally may be a big focus for you, that, home and family, children, loved ones, your foundations of life. There's that mothering, nurturing energy with the moon in Cancer, mama bear energy that really comes out. Okay. So, and also this, really stepping up, like leadership energy. Don't forget, Cancer is a cardinal sign. And so that's another thing. All the cardinal signs, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your kid, your husband, your rising, your moon, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn will really, really feel the impact of this full moon. Same thing if you have your moon in Cancer. Same thing if you have Mars in Cancer, retrograde, like I do. And I have a Virgo moon. Because here's the thing. It is at 24 degrees, this full moon. That's a cardinal degree. Okay. So it's strong, and it's very 24 degrees is very intuition based. Remember, the moon is intuition. So intuition, emotions really, really harness that energy. Okay. Now 24 degrees is 6, right? 2 + 4 = 6 numerology. So the alignment is really strong here. All right. 6 is all about, loving, nurturing, harmonizing. So the alignment's really strong, but 6 is considered the perfect number according to Pythagoras. Okay. So, and that's because 6 is the sum and the product of the first 3 numbers. I won't go into it too much, but Pythagoras pretty much came up with numerology, but he lived around the time of like 500 BCE. Did you watch your annual forecast I did for you, Virgo? I talked about this. A lot of aspects that are happening this year, and a lot of transits happening this year, we haven't experienced since around 500 BCE. That's when a lot of philosophers came out. That was, the Bodhi tree, right? And Buddhism. And then you got numerology. So it's all going to be really strong. The spiritual energy is going to be very strong in 2025. But just know 6 is a lower vibration of 12. Okay. 12 is the perfect number. But anyway, very, very love, family, nurturing, all of that on the table. Heightened emotions, like I said. But it's a full moon. So there is going to be some letting go. Okay. Letting go of some things. Completion, culmination. Okay. Think about the corresponding new moon in Cancer. We had June 21st. What happened around that time for you? There could be something that's unfolding around this time. This is your 11th house of not only your friendships and groups you belong to, right? Even maybe social media, all right, but also your hopes and wishes and dreams. So you may have a huge turning point here. There may be the end of a friendship. There may be the end of, and not even in a bad way. It could just be very emotional for you, as in like maybe your best friend moves across, the seas, or, maybe you realize a really good friendship or a group that you belong to has reached its expiration date, that kind of thing. But also when I say your hopes and wishes and dreams, again, turning point here. There's something that you're realizing here. All right. Your intuition is going to be flowing. Now, this full moon is going to be sextile Uranus. And then you see the sun is going to be trining Uranus. The day before, on the 12th, Mars is trining Neptune. So we're going to talk about that in a second, but think about all this Uranus energy, Uranus and Taurus in your 9th house of spirituality, of inner wisdom, of your perspective, your philosophies. There's going to be something here, not only stimulating, yeah, but also this opportunity for breakthrough. Okay, you breaking free from something. So truly use this full moon. Truly use this full moon to your advantage. Okay, do something different. This is Uranus, the great awakener, the revolutionary, liberating yourself. That's what Uranus is. And with the sun trine Uranus, yes, you could get some exciting news. You could get some really great intuitive pops, breakthrough energy. There is a sense of knowing nothing is impossible around this time. So truly let something go. It's almost like this anchor that I want you to let go, and so you can continue to move forward. And again, doesn't mean that a lot, you're completely cutting the cords on something. Like for a lot of you, it's just going to be this transition period. Yeah. So keep that in mind. But, as full moons really want you to do is have these turning points, but with all this Uranus energy, now you've got these big lightning bolt moments. And with all this Uranus energy that's happening around this time, now fixed signs, that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. If you watch for your, if you're a cross watcher, yeah, you're going to feel this equally as much as, the cardinal signs. Everyone's going to feel this, though. Everyone's going to feel this full moon, all right? Just know something surprising could happen around this full moon. Now, Cancer is such an intuitive sign anyway, so you're going to be having really strong intuitive energy. And remember, I always say intuition. We all have it, Virgo. Everyone has intuition. It's a matter of connecting with it that makes the difference, okay? This is such a strong, I mean, the fact that the moon is in its, in Cancer where it's at home, and then I'm just about to talk about all this Neptune energy. So you are truly going to have like your Whoopi Goldberg and ghost moments, like maybe even psychic level. Go with that energy. Go with your intuition. Now, Moon and Mars trining Neptune. Yeah. So there's something around this full moon. These aspects are letting you see something that you actually need to see. So again, trust your intuition, especially when it has to do with friendships, groups you belong to, your spirituality. There may be something here with travel as well for you. There's news around travel for you, long distance travel, foreign cultures, foreign lands. There could be even something here with moving. There could be something here with, family. There's definitely something here for you. It's almost like, when you watch a show like season 2, season 3 of something, you see all those Easter eggs that reference things from like past episodes, and you get really excited. You were just like, I wonder if anyone else saw that. It's kind of like that. So it's like you becoming aware and more awake. So really tap into this spiritual energy and just continue to dream big with all this Neptune energy. I'm a big fan of Mars Neptune, trine. So this is love and compassion and imagination, your dreams, all very, very moving, okay? Especially moving and a lot of creative energy. Now, here's the other thing about this full moon. It's conjuncting Mars, and this is it's tight, all right? Remember, Mars is already in a mood. Mars is in Cancer, the sign that it does not do its best. And Mars is retrograde, and Mars is not like being retrograde. So you're already in mama bear mode. You're already in this intuitive, emotional mode, but now you're feeling extra sensitive. Okay, so this full moon, a lot of y'all could feel extra sensitive, but with Mars conjuncting the moon, what's the solution then? If I'm feeling really sensitive and I'm feeling this energy, what should I do? Physicality is Mars, so go out there, go for a run, go for a jog, go paddle boarding, go play paddle tennis, go to the banana store, go buy some bananas, do something physical. Okay, that's the best way to do it. Move around, because when you're doing these things, a lot of things come to the surface anyway. Okay, so all this Neptune energy, go paint, go garden, go write a book. Remember, Neptune's very active. So the thing that you do not want to do is be confrontational. Remember, the claws, Cancer is the crab. The claws can come out, especially when Mars, the aggressive planet, is conjuncting the moon here. So express yourself emotionally. Dance. Go to a dance class. Go to that, the tap dance class that you always wanted to do. Just be physical. And Mars, remember, is in Cancer, all about the home. Build a tree house. Build a dog house, okay? Cook some pasta. Throw out the pumpkins you still got on your windowsill from Halloween. Just be active. Please just be active around the home. You're going to thank me for it, Virgo, okay? Especially over the weekend. I'm going to talk about that. You got the moon going into your side. So just take all the bravery of Mars and face the things that you have to face should they come up diplomatically. Of course, just use this energy and do not let it use you, because the last thing is Moon and Mars will still be opposite Pluto. We're at the tail end of it, but some of y'all may feel some of that, okay? So remember, that's power struggles, that's egos, that's, you've got the moon opposite Pluto now, so that could be emotionally manipulative energy. And remember, this is for the collective, so it can be you. Okay, so that's why you want to trust your intuition, and you want to just transform in a way that's vibrating at this high frequency, because this can be very psychological too. So there's something here that you're going to really get to the bottom of, because it is a full moon. Remember, full moons illuminate, but I want you to be the one to illuminate something, to discover something that you have to let go. All right, now Tuesday, Virgo. Wow, I'm here for you. You know that. Tuesday, we got Venus square Jupiter. It's really going to overlap the energy of the full moons. And you're going to start feeling Venus conjuncting Saturn around this time as well. You see that happening here, but it's strong. But anyway, Venus square Jupiter, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. There's just something here where you may feel very inspired to do something when it comes to career, your reputation, honors, achievements. If anything, it's just more about compromise. These are the two benefics. So there's always going to be something good. It doesn't matter what aspect. So this is a time to go treat yourself with Venus square Jupiter. Think about you've gone through some moments, Virgo. So please treat yourself this day. Okay. Go to, Home Goods, get that, funny, fancy soap dish that you always wanted. Go have an extra carrot, okay? Another rice at dinner, whatever you want. Ice cream, treat yourself. Please treat yourself this day. The only thing you do not want to do, because Venus nor Jupiter have off buttons. When Venus squares Jupiter, you do not want to overindulge. You do not want to overspend. So just keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, on the 15th, the sun opposite Mars, like I said in your monthly forecast, this is rare. Mars is, the last time, Mars has to be retrograde for this aspect. We haven't had it since December 2022. Okay, so here you go. We're here. Mars in Cancer, halfway point, okay? And it's retrograde. So we're really going to feel the impact here when it's opposite the sun. Now, the first thing I want you to do on this day, go outside. All right, Virgo? I talked about this in my last live stream. And if you're not watching my live streams, please do. I give you so much guidance, advice. I talk more about like numerology. I tell you what to do your taxes. I talk about, things that are happening, globally. So, I do a lot more channeling. I give you predictions. So I give a lot more. So it's fun. It's fun. But one of the things I said in my last live stream is that Mars is going to be so bright and the closest to Earth it's been in forever. Please go outside, talk to Mars. Yeah, I talk about this. All the planets have energy. I do the, same thing. If you're going to do manifestations, if you're setting intentions, all that, why don't you do it outside and actually speak to the planets, right? Speak to the moon, speak things into existence. Create your reality. Okay, so just go see Mars. It's going to be really beautiful. Now, with the sun opposite Mars, honestly, it's just like this little push. Use this to feel inspired, okay? You could feel a little bit defensive around this time, but use this. If you need to set boundaries, set boundaries. Whatever you have to do around this time, especially, again, for y'all, it's really going to affect, relationships, friends, things like that. Okay. Things like that, right? Groups you belong to, but it's going to feel really good after you have that emotional release, whatever you have to let go from the full moon. And now you have this time with the sun opposite Mars to say, wow, I feel really good. But with sun opposite Mars on this day, you want to say, I feel really good, but now I'm going to feel my best. And I'm going to take action. I'm going to do everything I can to feel my best throughout the year. For the rest of the year, okay, Virgo? Put yourself in that place, okay? Vibrate at this high frequency. This is that time, all right? It's like that Spider-Man movie. You see, it's one of those Spider-Man movies. You know the one with Tom Holland at the end of the movie? He didn't have the one where he didn't have his Spider-Man suit and he had to go, he wore like a kid's costume or whatever. It was Spider-Man. That's the point, is that he didn't have his power suit. He didn't have his protective suit. But what he had was courage. What he had was drive, and he won. He beat spoiler alert, it's a Spider-Man movie. He won. He defeated the enemy or whatever it was. But that is the point. You don't need those things sometimes. You've got it all within you. Okay, Virgo? So please use this moment. Use your spidey senses. and use your intuition. All right. Now, the weekend's going to be like a magic carpet ride. I really love it, but you got to make your own carpet. All right. The universe is going to provide the magic. Make your own carpet. All right. 17th. We're on Friday now. Sun sextiling Neptune. There you go. Beautiful. Amazing. You're still feeling the buzz of the Sun trine Neptune with Mars trine Neptune, all of that, right? And so Neptune, creativity, imagination, intuition. I love this energy. Really great if you're a creative type, if you're, if you're an artist, musician, filmmaker, healer, photographer, any of that. This is, spiritual energy as well. Dancer, all of that. Remember, this is beautiful, beautiful. It's all in your seventh house, Okay. So there's something here that's going to be moving for you, okay, when it comes to partnerships, relationships, one-on-one commitments, especially in that capacity, okay? So I really love this for you. And then the energy is overlapping with the 18th on Saturday, the Venus conjuncting Saturn. So Venus, what you desire, right? Things that bring you pleasure. We're talking about love and money and creativity and beauty. And then you've got Saturn that's saying, I'm going to make all this real for you. Saturn, all about long-term commitments and goals and stability and structure. So here's our magic carpet ride. This is an aspect that sets you up for success. Okay. Remember, Saturn brings those reality checks. So you are definitely going to have time, like moments around this time where you're going to be asking yourself, am I expending all my energy on something that's actually realistic? I'm trusting my intuition now. Okay. So this is going to be really big. Venus and Saturn are going to be they're going to be doing this wonderful dance for the next few months. But anyway, just take that lead. You can have it all. This is Saturn saying, hey, use me. Okay. Use me to create the reality that you deserve, because you create your reality. Okay. You co-create with the universe. Remember that. All right. Now Mercury sextile Saturn that same day. Really love this. Absolutely love this for you. I mean, we only have this twice a year. And so this is, I wouldn't be surprised, especially because Mercury's your ruling planet, so you're really going to feel this. Wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all getting married, maybe getting proposed, maybe there's agreements here that you're making, negotiations, signing contracts. Travel could be a really big thing around this time as well. There's something here with creativity as well. But this is you really like boots on the... This is like talking the talk. Okay, remember Mercury is in Capricorn, sextiling Saturn, Capricorn's ruler. Saturn brings out longevity. All right, so really, really love this for you. And the moon's going to be in your side all weekend. Really use that. And we will talk about that tier 3 members when we do the lunations with a second spread. But let's go ahead and let's get started. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Let's see what's going on for you, Virgo's sun, moon, and rising for January 13th to the 19th. All right. Okay, Virgo. Listen, how are y'all doing? Y'all are amazing. Really, really nice seeing y'all. I hope y'all are really, really excited about all these. You're going through so much spiritual change, and you're letting a lot of things go anyway over the South Node in your sign, and to grow, and anyway, I talk more about it in your even your January forecast. So I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, Virgo. Let's get started. You are oh my goodness, what is going on? This is so crazy. And I say that because if you are a cross watcher, there's another sign that oh wow has okay, this is gonna just... It's going to blow your mind if you are a cross watcher for another sign. I'm not going to say which one. You're good. You're absolutely good. You worked really hard. Kick your feet up. Okay. Please treat yourself. Okay. You got the 10 of Wands in your recent past. Yeah. You've been working hard. You've been working really hard. You got a lot of family stuff happening here, by the way. Really big family energy that's coming through. And remember, we live in a generation where family, you get to choose your own family. And what I mean by that is like my family. They're, in Atlanta, right? My biological family, they're my family. But here in New York City, I've got my family too. I got my squad. So however it resonates with you, but, 10 of Wands, yes, you've been working hard. Do not overdo it. Don't burn yourself out. Okay. Just know that there's people, you've got a big support system. Okay. But it does, what I'm picking up energetically is that you've been working hard for your support system too. Okay. So, either way, however it resonates with you, do not do it to the point of burnout. 10 is the end, which is really great. Okay, so just know you can drop a wand or two. You don't have to take on everything. Okay, just do things for you, and it's going to help you see a lot more when you're not taking on too much, and when you can, have time for yourself. Now, look, you go straight from the 10 of Wands, 10 is the end, to the Ace of Cups, new beginning, new opportunity. That has to do with love and relationships. Remember, you've got a stellium and the North Node in Pisces in your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. There you go. There could be something here new, or even you having this new feeling about it. Okay, a surge of energy. This is the holy grail. This is the heart of tarot and the heart of your spread. There's something really, really nice here. A lot of healing energy here. A lot of self-expression that's coming through too. Like, I get to be me. I get to do this, and this is who I am. That type of energy. This is rapturous, nirvanic energy as well. You see the, cup overflowing. I always talk about that, cup, don't look at things and feel things cup half full. It's cup overflowing. You ought to feel that cup overflowing. This is wonderful. Okay. So something new is definitely happening for you. And it does look like you are going to be more emotionally moved this week, especially remember that full moon in Cancer is very emotional, right? It's very emotional, but it doesn't mean that, that's in a good way it could be, it's how you use that, right? It's the energy that you put toward those emotions, right? So I love this. You can expect something new, absolutely new. And it could even be like maybe even getting your dream job or just something here. It doesn't have to do with love and relationships. You've got a lot of energy there, but it just can be like maybe business partner or just something like we're starting here. This is absolutely amazing. And then you've got the Ace of Wands though, but you've got your challenge areas. So there is something that it's almost like it's almost like prioritizing one thing over the other, and it's more like emotions coming through. Like wands are very invigorating, and look, you're spread, but the energy that I'm feeling is like with that Ace of Wands challenging your Ace of Cups. There is something here where I just want you to go with your feelings. I want you to go with your emotions, and I want you to use them again. Put all your energy into the emotions that you want to feel to vibrate at that high frequency. Okay, some things just need a little bit more priority, and it just seems like that self-love, that self-care is coming through a little bit stronger. And and again, that's your magic carpet ride here. All right, so that's really wonderful. Oh gosh, Ruby, you okay? She's like all over the place. All right, so Ace of Wands again in your challenge area. There's also something that it just feels like it's not the right time for something new when it comes to a project or career. And remember, this is just a weekly reading. All right, so I feel like you're really gonna have more of those. I know which way, right? Over the weekend. All right, so but. It may have to come, and that's the other thing. We are going to be in a waning moon phase, so your big moment is definitely going to be like around the new moon that we have at the end of the month. So that's really great. You got the Queen of Pentacles, you got the moon, of course. Like the moon's been popping up in a lot of signs. Queen of Pentacles in your crown, really love that. There's that maternal energy that's coming through. There's that sense of like trusting yourself and being in a place where there's that mama bear energy, right? So really taking care of others, but also yourself, but in a place where you know that you have this structure, you have this stability, all right, and knowing that you can build the world that you want to live in. Okay, so this is really nice, and a lot of you are definitely thinking about finances as well, but when it comes to career, right, we have careers to make money, but it really is more about that like financial structure, especially with Venus conjunct Saturn. That's a big thing that happens with that. Now, the moon and the root of your spread, yeah, there is going to be some things that you're going to have to let go, and you're just going to recognize that. Remember, just trust your intuition. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to make sense for you when you trust your intuition, but also, you've got to break some things down, right? Even on a subconscious level, you're going to go really deep around this full moon. Don't be afraid to go deep. Okay. There is going to be this almost like emotional evolution that you're going through this week. And for a lot of y'all, it can be really, it may be, sometimes like the universe makes you go through the hard way, but you're going to come out on the other side. Like, again, like you can breathe, like, this is really wonderful. The Four of Swords in your future, just having that stillness of mind, having that retreat, going out in nature, January 15th, go look at the moon, go look at Mars. All right. So spend some time in nature, but even still with the Four of Swords, I really like that because it just seems like everything is just, you're putting yourself in a place where you're grounded, but you're taking out some time knowing that you do have this support system. And it's almost like when you look at what's happening here, it's just like there is this, yes, you can breathe and this peace of mind. All right. So I love it. Let's get to your stuff. Virgo, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Tell me, I appreciate all that, but I want to hear from y'all. I'm a Virgo moon, right? Okay, well, yeah, I think I told you that. Anyway, and my Mars is in Cancer, so I'm really going to feel this full moon. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, y'all are good. Y'all are great. You're good. You're wonderful. I love what's happening here. I feel like this is a week where you're going to understand what needs to take a little bit of a back seat to prioritize you a little bit more. All right. So you got that Seven of Pentacles here. That's fine. It's just, y'all, listen, there's some decisions that you're still in the process of making. And I feel like that, again, you may have these big moments around the full moon that's going to bring a lot of clarity, especially when it comes to career and work. But it's even just like what you've invested in up until this point within your physical reality. All right. And if you want to follow through with that or ascend with that, take it to the next level, you've got the Page of Wands in your external factors area. Something new is coming through for sure. Yeah. Something new is coming through. Page of Wands, that Ace of Cups, but it's more about that ideas, right? It's more about that imagination. It's more about like, I can make this happen. Okay. When it comes to career, work, your passions, your ambitions. Now, you could also be getting messages this week with the fact that you have a messenger, the Page of Wands in your external factors area. Okay. But there is still like all this new energy that's coming through with the Strength card. Absolutely love that. Yeah. Tap into that. Where do you find that strength? Okay, do you find that strength in God, in the universe, in your children, in your pet, your Gucci bag? It doesn't matter. As long as you feel it, that inner courage, that strength. Like, tap into it. That anything is possible, like I said, but you've got to have that courage. Remember what I said, that Spider-Man reference, right? It's all within you, and then the power to move forward in a way where it's empowering. Okay, with that Eight of Cups, I love this. You see him moving into higher ground, and again, there may be something here that you got two moons here, right? You got that, and that's an eclipse. So it really, you're going to feel these. You're going to feel this full moon, all right? But there is going to be something illuminated for you where you're like, okay, yes, I feel really empowered, and I'm going to go after everything I want because I know that I create my reality. And I deserve it all. You're good. You don't even need to this is clear as day here. It's clear as day. Okay, so Virgo, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. And it's my one time a year where, hey, become members. I didn't reach my personal goals in terms of like members. There's so much I do for the membership, so it'd be really great. And maybe I'll meet it by, my birthday at the end of the month. But next week, Virgo, we officially, as you know, move into Aquarius season. We have Sun conjunct Pluto. There's going to be a lot that happens here. Okay. Venus trine Mars as well. What happens when those two cosmic lovebirds get together. We'll talk all about that next week. Y'all are amazing. And if you are a tier 3 member, we're going to go through the lunations. I'm going to tell you a day that I want you to watch out for. And then, we'll talk about the moon in your sign over the weekend because there is a lot happening. But Virgos, just know that the moon is going to be in your sign over the weekend. You're going to really feel it, right? Especially if you have moon in Virgo. Anyway, y'all are amazing. All right. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.